INTELLECT-3 is out. This model is a 106 billion parameter mixture of expert model with 12 billion active parameters. The most interesting thing for me is that it is trained on top of the GLM 4.5 air-based model, which is one of the most performant model out there. I have used GLM 4.5 model for many production projects, plus I have used the base model to fine tune various domain specific models, and the performance is always quite impressive. So that is why in this video, after getting it installed locally, I'm going to try out INTELLECT-3 on various world-class benchmarks. This is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. Please like the video and subscribe and consider becoming a member, as that helps a lot. Also, if you're looking for AI updates, please follow me on X, as that helps a lot too. Before I even show you the installation and we test it out, allow me to give you a very quick overview of this model. The model represents a significant achievement as per their model card in open source AI development. And if you look at various benchmarks starting from this one, it has shown quite a promise for its size across math, code, science reasoning, and general reasoning benchmarks. But I think that what really makes it quite remarkable that it is entirely trained on open source infra and dataset. And the model was developed by the Prime Intellect team with the explicit goal of democratizing access to frontier AI capabilities. Coming back to their architecture, that actually looks very, very interesting. Now, if you look here, the architecture is not that hard. It is sophisticated, but still very much familiar. It has several key components, like it has Prime RL as async RL framework that enables large scale training by running training and inference services on disjoint GPU sets. Plus it has verifiers environment with environment hub for standardized RL training and evaluation. And then we have Prime sandboxes providing high throughput, secure code execution for agentic coding environment, and then also some comprehensive compute orchestration across 512 NVIDIA H200 GPUs. Now, my system has only one GPU. Let me quickly show you. So this is my Ubuntu system, and I have one GPU card, NVIDIA H100 with 80 GB of VRAM, courtesy massed compute. If you're looking to rent a GPU or VM or CPU on very affordable price, you can find the link to massed compute in video's description with a discount coupon code of 50%, which you can find in video's description. Now, the thing is that in their repo, they have said that you can run it in quantized format in FP8 precision on single H200. I don't have that. I think H200 has around 141 GB VRAM, but I have 80 GB VRAM. But the thing is that it says that it has only active expert of 12 billion. I'm just hoping maybe with VLLM I might be able to squeeze it. But anyway, at least I would be able to show you the installation steps. If it fails, we will just go to their hosted platform and test the model out there. But anyway, so let me quickly activate my virtual environment, which I'm going to use Conda. Okay, so I just need to close and relaunch it. And my environment is now activated. Now the tool which I'm going to use is VLLM. In order to launch it, you can see that I'm going with FP8, and if you have two H200s, you can just go with the full precision one, and the command is there. Now I will just run it, and if you don't know what VLLM is, I have done a full-blown video here on VLLM, so you can just get it installed by following this video and then go from there. And by the way, this is not the first time I am going with this Intellect model. I already have covered it around 11 months ago, the first version, Intellect 1. And now we have at this new Intellect-3 model. I think I also have covered Intellect 2. Anyway, so let's wait for the model to get downloaded and then we will see how it pans out. And as was expected, it has failed, but anyway, so I'm just going to leave it as is. Let me take you to their hosted platform and then we will try it out there. But very quickly, I just wanted to share something around their architecture, as you can see here. Now, one thing which is very, extremely important is that at the end of reinforcement learning training, what they do is that they give the rewards, and the rewards were still increasing with no sign of plateauing in benchmarking performance as shown here, which indicates the model's potential for continued improvement, which is very surprising for me. I thought it would hit plateau. Okay, having said that, let's go to their hosted platform and test out this model. So first up, I'm going to give it the prompt around coding, where I'm asking it to create me a standalone HTML file which is going to simulate a futuristic time machine interface rendered directly on full window canvas. And then there are a lot of other requirements of interactivity plus some of the experience for the user. So let's run this. I'm already logged into this chat.primeintellect.ai. So it is thinking. It doesn't show any trace of thinking, which is a bummer. I think it should always show because it is so fascinating to watch, and it also tells us how the model is thinking. Okay, now it is. Maybe there is so much load. Anyway, let's wait for it to come back. And if I just quickly check out the thinking, you see it is going step by step. It is breaking down all the requirements. It is drawing the plan. It is just thinking what it needs to be done, but there's a very short thinking. Okay, interesting. Anyway, let's wait for it to print this out and we will check it out. Meanwhile, please follow me on X if you are looking for AI updates without any fluff or some insights here and there. I'm sure you are going to enjoy it. Especially check out my pinned comment, because I'm looking at so many social media posts where a lot of people are just posting something like you are an ML interview at Apple, Google, and a lot of other companies, and then just some real weird stuff is happening. So stuff like this, I just share my opinions, which might be wrong, but anyway, should be of interest. So check it out and follow me, please. Okay, let's go back and see what is happening. It is still printing out the code. Let me go down to check. And it has generated the code. Let me open it in the browser. This is one. So there is a current time and it is doing something. The graphic looks pretty interesting, and it has actually given the whole background and the whole vibe around the time machine. Where is my mouse? I'm just going to click here. So I've clicked. It is doing something and it got stuck. I'm clicking again. Maybe it is too heavy for my system. I'm not sure. Nope, it is just stuck. It is trying to do some time machine thing, but it crashed the browser on my local system. So what I'm going to do, I'm just running it in my VM. So let's see if I'm able to do something in the VM. So I've clicked here. You see, much better. Okay, this is good. It has said reset. There you go. So this is a time machine, which is not bad. Okay, so it is doing what I asked it to do. So I think you would need a bit of a memory in order to run it. So pretty impressive. What do you think? Okay, let's check out the multilinguality now. And for that, again, I'm using this sentence that spend less than what you earn, save and invest the difference. And then I'm asking it to translate it into various languages of the world from across the globe, and then some also runic languages, some cultural notes. Now, I'm not going to test each and every translation, but if you are from that language background, please help me out in the comments. Verify, please, if the translation is correct or not. So it is thinking at the moment. And there you go. The model has started hallucinating because it couldn't really find that Amharic language. But I'll just go up and show you. I just stop this. And where is the translation? So it couldn't even do anything for the translation, but I'll just show the thinking part. So many of it got right, but some of them are really clearing mistakes. But I'll just scroll through. Please check and let me know what do you think. I am actually not much happy about the installation, to be honest, but I'll just scroll through. I think more coding is good. Math we will check shortly, but language doesn't feel that good. Let's check another creative writing one. So I'm going to ask it what is life. So this is just C first, and it would be good if they could increase this box. But anyway, so the prompt is what is life, and then there are various philosophers who are telling that okay, Dostoevsky it's hell, Socrates it's a test, and then various Freud it's death, Einstein it's knowledge, Fahad Mirza it's membership to my channel, And then I'm saying, now tell me what would above philosophers say about following. What is wife? So it needs to tell what these philosophers are going to say about this. Okay, let's run this. Let's see what all of these philosophers say, plus a YouTuber. Oh wow. Okay, some of them are very actually quite controversial, like this one. I mean, I'm not saying it. And then Socrates, it's a dialectical partner. Okay, fine. That's nice. Nietzsche, Freud, unconscious made flesh. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. I don't think so. Schopenhauer, I like him, but I don't think so. This is something I could say loudly. Einstein, well, that is nice. That's a good one. Stephen Hawking, well, that is good too. And it's a premium subscription, which means membership. So please become a member by going to my channel. This is my channel if you don't know, and this is a membership tab. So become a member, please. Okay, now, so this is good, right? So I think it has saved the grace by this creative writing. Okay, finally, let's do a quick math one. Now for the math problem, I'm giving it this Riemannian manifold without boundary. Now this problem, I'll just show you too. This really challenges the math for its deep mathematical understanding and relationship, especially when it comes to geometry, geometrical relationship. And I can tell you straight off the bat that it has really got right into the crux of the things, and it has identified it is going with the alternative ways. As you can see, the chain of thought is simply fascinating, and it is devising the equations. It is just going deep, and then not only deep but also the breadth and width also looks quite good in terms of going back and forth. There you go. And it is also giving us some of the equations, so hopefully it is going to take a bit of a time because it's not an easy one. And I have also put in some of the constraints. You see, it is also checking what it did here, which is very nice. And now it is moving to part 2. So it has already divided the problem and trying to conquer step by step. So let's wait for it to finish, and then we will check out the final answer. Okay, so it thought for 5 minutes, and then it has given us this solution. I have already went through it, and I think it is pretty good, because I believe that this is quite a sophisticated and exceptionally good mathematical treatment, which shows deep understanding of spectral geometry, functional analysis, and differential geometry. And the solution, if you look here, even the proof outline, this is quite rigorous, well structured, and it addresses all 4 challenging parts with appropriate mathematical sophistication and correct technical approaches. So because it has shown the advanced knowledge of Wheel's law, heat kernel asymptotics, representation theory, quantum mechanical application. So it shows like graduate level to research level math. That would be impressive in any academic setting. Especially I love this part where it has really done wonderfully well. I don't understand much of it, but by cross checking, I think this looks really good. So look, I think they have done really good, no doubt about that. Hats off to that team. I will drop the link to it in video's description. Check it out. Let me know what do you think. And please again follow me on X if you're looking for AI updates. And please become a member, like and subscribe as that helps. Thank you for all the support.